How's it going, guys? This video can do animation. It'll be very, just an idle, very basic. You gotta get started it on adding an extra layer. It's not that difficult to add the layers. I'm about to add another one in a little bit. To show you the icon that's on the right hand side. It's just click it and it'll just add a new line. One of the things to keep in mind is that you can click as much lines as you want. It will just copy the one before it. So whatever you're working on, just make sure that you update, or if you want to keep it the same, when you click that plus for an extra line, that's gonna be the previous one. It duplicates the same character as its position. Doesn't change them up at all. So it's to go back and forth, check all your inputs for each individual parts, and for all the timelines, just to make sure you don't miss anything. Like right now, I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. Just go through it. I mean, you can click once you're already in that point that you wanna see how it plays out. You can kind of tell if it's not too small. Some stuff that needs to be polished up. But right now, I'm just gonna be working on. I'm started working on just the head part. It's not gonna be 1-1 like super accurate with the animation. I'm just give a little example how you can do animations with this program, Sprite. It's not that difficult. If you're really advanced with drawing and your character's not too complex, then redrawing it will probably be a little better. Like, there's ways to go by it, like to make it proportion wise. And I'm gonna do it in this video that you can see the changes between the different timelines from previous to what's gonna be updated on the next frame, so you can get like, okay, what thing you're doing with your character. It's a bit fluid. For this video on my character, it's not gonna be very smooth. Idle animation is not gonna. Basically, gonna do just two different keyframes. So you can go back and forth like a loop, from the start to the end. So you can kind of like just go in the same looping style. To the most part, I think you can accomplish a very polished animation between 16 to 18 frames. If you go more, it might be a bit much. Try not to focus if you're gonna do a lot of keyframes, just because it's not like 100% polished. Like, it's just not really like smooth it out. Or if it's too quick, I will say. If it's moving too fast, it's okay. If it's like fast movement, you can always, whatever program you're using, at least I tried it on Unreal. There's settings in there that you can actually slow down each keyframe. The way you export the animation in here is by a spreadsheet, so there's ways to duplicate it within the engine that you're using. You don't have to necessarily do it now and make sure everything's alright, because you end up probably going up to like 30 keyframes or more, and you don't necessarily have to add that many keyframes. You can just like slow it down within the engine, and it can look pretty polished. So But it's extra. If you have the extra time, then you can go ahead. But you can still tweak it up afterwards. You don't necessarily have to do it now. Yeah, right now I already added a few of them. And it's just an up and down. Yeah, it's idle. It's not really going anywhere. See, since I do copy and paste a lot, it duplicates from past position to previous position, and the drawing is not the same, so it kind of like has that little extra drawing in the background and needs to be erased. So I just like it's nice, but I just clear it out and put it on over it. Yeah, it's really quick, but it was just for a demonstration. I'll be more like in detail, focusing on the motion on his character. If I was only gonna do it on 2D, I'm just gonna make this character 3D. So I don't need too much for this to be like really good. I'm gonna do that on 3D model. That's what I'm gonna focus on a little bit more. I have not had too much experience with 3D model, but I'm learning along the way. Once I get to where I'm comfortable, I'm gonna do a video on once I do this character to 3D. Any other characters, and just the steps that I took to make it into a usable asset for me. Unreal, if other platforms, I think Blender, you can use it within Unity and other open source game engines. But don't quote me on that. I'm not too sure. I've worked more with Unreal and now have Unity, and I've not worked at all with Adobe. It's not too bad. Yeah, I'm just tweaking it up. This is not. You don't need to necessarily do this. I'm just trying to see if there's a way to slow it down in here. They're doing it in Unreal. It's really fast, but it'll be okay. Alright, I'm gonna start on the weapon now. With this, I'm just gonna move it outside. I'm not gonna do too much. I'm gonna do a little bit more on the right hand than I am on the left side. Just gonna outline it and rotate it where I want it, and then copy it and send it out to the next keyframe. And reset the previous one, so I'll have like it slightly moving. This is not the best ideal way to do it, but this is one of the quickest ways just to get it into the motion. For the sake for the video, I did it this way just to speed it up. I would probably recommend doing it the first step that I was explaining, that you can actually see the changes between the frames. And in order to do so, you have to link up the keyframes And you can add the opacity. I think it's just to you can lower it down so it can look like it's feed through, so that you're able to work around it. You know, it's not too overpowering and you're like wondering which keyframe is what. But yeah, that helps a lot. That gives it more natural movement. Just pretty much following the way where I wanted it. So that's it kind of looks a little off, but it's all, you can always improve it from then. It's not like the total loss of animations. You can work on this for a very long time. It takes a while to get used to basically do real good animations. It's not something you can just do it rushly. You have to take your time. You look at every movement, every possible movement. If predetermine how it's supposed to look. Like if you're moving a hand, what body parts and stuff from the characters that y'all make. What type of if you move a certain direction, what else is going to be moving at that same frame? You keep everything in sync, so it'll be better. There's the hand. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of redrawing on the right hand side. Since I want to lift up the hand, I'm gonna have to. I don't want to just copy and move it around that much. I'm gonna have to tweak it up a little bit, retouch it, just because I'm actually changing the position pretty good distance from the original position. I was getting there. I was moving. It's just idle this time. Okay, I'm gonna redraw the arm. Just to make it more like since it's wavy. Reposition the clothing. So yeah, there's a few ways to go by it to do this process. Feels more comfortable. Yeah, go and do so. Everybody has their preference. On other videos, future videos, I will be adding animations as a separate series and character creation. And on my next one, I will be animating differently than I'm doing it right now. It might be better. Find out when I get to it. The reason I decided to lift up the arm on the right hand side is because I'm running out of space on the sheet. Did this character a bit too big. You can always go and resize the whole thing, but since I started without it, I'm not going to do it right now, at least for the idle. If I do choose to do other movements like blocking, special abilities for this character, I'm gonna put it on a different sheet and have more room to move around if the character needs to a little bit, like show more emotion with its you know, abilities or what I decided what this character is gonna do. But it also gives me an example that you don't necessarily copy and paste and move everything around. You know, you redraw and do other things in order to help out the process. And if I know I keep saying I'm gonna do a 3D game, and if y'all wondering why I'm even bothering doing animation for 2D, thinking about adding, there won't be the main characters, but within the game I can implement it 2D. I haven't thought about how I would go by it, but once I have an idea about it, then I already have the assets ready. So I'm still gonna use them, but they're not gonna be playable, if that makes sense. I'm trying to figure out, since I looked at the arm, what changes did it do on the robe? Okay, it looks a little strange on how the hand look a little fit, a little bulky. The angle's not that accurate either. Yeah, once I get the arms ready to go for the animations, everything else should follow in place a lot quicker. There's just a bit more moving components with arms and the head. You know, with the body, not so much. Also, feel free to comment on my videos if by any chance you see something that like it's not necessary, like me doing the touch-ups or anything. Anything helps to make the videos a little better for y'all. And also, I'd like to thank all the new subscribers. Thank you for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. Hey, raging. Not that great of animations, but it's a start. It's an angry idol. Supposed to be more relaxed, more and more like slow motion, but not liking the fact that he has to stand there. I think this is gonna be more like a trigger animation around the idol. Yeah. You get the body, upper body, not so much the wheel on the bottom should not change at all. It's a rolling ball, so Just like he's breathing. Make him more alive. And if there's any of y'all that are experts or even know a lot more animations than I do, this video doesn't get you cringe. So this is going to be pretty much the final touches for the animation. I'm just going to outline the little light value just to give it that that motion, that to show that the wheel's, you know, rotating while he's just there. Going in a circle motion, not forward motion. Just like he's stationary. So you have to deal with a lot of different things with animation. The perspective, the position, the anatomy, lighting, and the flow of motion, and the weight of the character as well. You have to keep in mind that regardless of what character just looks, just gravity takes place as well. You have to put some, you know, some weight on certain things like the weapons and stuff. Like with that, if it's heavy or if it's light, quicker motion, quicker swift, or more of a, you know, a build up than a move. But yeah, should be good enough. Alright guys, this is gonna be pretty much the end of the animation video. Hope y'all liked it. If there's anything I would like to see or not see, feel free to comment down below. Thank you. That's it. Thanks for everybody, even the new people that subscribe. I'll see y'all on the next video. Yeah, take care.
Get it, follow through the night, follow through the night.